You're watching South Asia Newsline and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Friday, the 30th of June. Manipur CM says won't resign amid big show of support. Indian High Court dismisses Twitter's plea against government. And Pakistan clinches crucial $3 billion IMF bailout. And now for all the details. In a major turn of events, hundreds of locals gathered outside Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh's residence after speculations were raised that Singh may resign over his handling of the situation amid violence in India's northeastern state. Singh, who was scheduled to meet the governor, was stopped by his supporters as a high-voltage drama ensued. The supporters said they needed his leadership. He later confirmed on Twitter he won't resign at this critical juncture.
We really don't want him to resign. He must be there in his position. He must be given extra power.
Your belief with CM. CM can do anything.
It's not that I believe him in person. It's belief that we believe with the position. We cannot survive without a leader in our democratic scenario.
Meanwhile, opposition Congress party leader Rahul Gandhi, who was on a two-day visit to Manipur, also appealed for peace as he visited relief camps to meet victims of the violence. More than 80 people have been killed and more than 40,000 have fled their homes since clashes broke out in early May between tribal groups and the ethnic Meitei community over the demand for scheduled tribe status. In a setback for Twitter, India's Karnataka High Court on Friday dismissed a plea from the microblogging site challenging Indian government's orders to block tweets and accounts. Imposing a fine of 50 lakh rupees, the court said the petition was devoid of merit as Twitter had failed to comply with the government's notice. The decision comes weeks after Twitter co-founder and former CEO Jack Dorsey accused India of threatening to take action against the social media platform in the country unless it complied with orders to restrict accounts critical of the handling of farmers' protest in 2021, a charge which Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government had called a lie. And the IMF on Friday reached a staff-level pact with Pakistan on a $3 billion standby arrangement, a decision long awaited as Pakistan is tethering on the brink of default. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif said on Twitter, the deal will enable Pakistan to achieve economic stability as it battles an acute balance of payments crisis and falling foreign exchange reserves. Islamabad took a slew of policy measures for the IMF deal, including a revised budget last week, reversing subsidies and hikes in energy and fuel prices. Going forward, the IMF said the central bank should remain proactive to reduce inflation and maintain a foreign exchange framework. The painful adjustments have already fueled all-time high inflation of 38%. Meanwhile, unannounced load shedding and hefty electricity bills have left residents of Pakistan's Karachi frustrated and angry. A report.
Residents of Pakistan's financial capital, Karachi, are upset over several hours of load shedding that has made their lives miserable. During peak hours, almost every locality witnesses power cuts, and over that, hefty bills have shaken their budgets amid soaring inflation. They say overbilling has become a part of the system of looting by corrupt authorities, and it seems their woes will never end.
ये लोड शेडिंग तो मुझे तो लगता है पाकिस्तान के अंदर ख़त्म ही नहीं होगी क्योंकि यहाँ पर तो आवे का आवा ही बिगड़ा हुआ है ना। ये इलेक्ट्रिक वालों ने बोला था कि लाइन लॉसेज हो रहे हैं इस वजह से लोड शेडिंग हो रही है जहाँ बिलिंग पूरी नहीं हो रही। अब तो बिल भी पूरे जा रहे हैं, अब तो बिल भी डबल भेज रहे हैं, ट्रिपल भेज रहे हैं बिल।
तो बस ये डिमांड क्या हम रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं, पाकिस्तान में गरीब आवाम का डिमांड किधर चलता है भाई। रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं कि भाई गरीब आवाम पे रहम करो, ओवर बिलिंग नहीं करो, अपना टाइम पे बिजली दो, हमको वाफर मिकदार में बिजली दो।
Pakistan mostly meets its energy demands through imported and indigenous resources, but a drop in commodities reserves and foreign exchange has left the government unable to meet demands.
Moving on, Bangladesh's Foreign Minister Abdul Momen, reacting sharply to appeals by rights bodies to the United Nations on Bangladesh peacekeepers, has termed the calls as fabricated. They are saying this on purpose in order to create dissatisfaction among the army. Bangladesh news agency UNB quoted Momen as saying, Human Rights Watch and Amnesty International, in two separate appeals to the UN, had accused Bangladesh Paramilitary Rapid Action Battalion of human rights violations and appealed to stop usage of Bangladeshi troops in the UN peace mission. Currently, Bangladesh is one of the largest troops contributing nation in US peacekeeping missions. So far, 130 Bangladeshi personnel have lost their lives in these missions. Mohibullah Taib, Counselor of Human Rights at the Permanent Mission of Afghanistan in Geneva during a UNHRC meeting this week, emphasized that Afghanistan is currently facing the most devastating impacts of climate change, endangering the lives and livelihoods of Afghans. He pointed out that earthquakes, floods, landslides and extreme weather events pose significant challenges. Since the Taliban takeover in 2021, unemployment has skyrocketed and poverty has put millions of people at risk. Afghanistan is the world's largest per capita recipient of humanitarian aid, but funding has shrunk amid restrictions by Taliban administration and foreign sanctions. And amid tight security, the first batch of more than 3,400 pilgrims for the annual Amarnath Yatra was flagged off by Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha early on Friday. The batch will reach the twin base camps in India's Kashmir Valley to undertake the onward journey to the cave shrine of Lord Shiva, the Hindu god of destruction. Located at an altitude of 3,800 meters and covered by snow almost all year round, the shrine contains an ice stalagmite that is considered the physical manifestation of Lord Shiva. Tourism stakeholders in the region said they were also prepared to welcome the pilgrims. The pilgrimage will be officially thrown open from Saturday and will culminate on 31st of August.
यात्रियों के लिए ये संदेश देंगे कि यहाँ के लोग आपका खुले दिल से इंतज़ार कर रहे हैं, वेलकम करना चाहते हैं, तो आप आइए एंड आप लोगों को बहुत अच्छा लगेगा, आपके दर्शन भी होंगे एंड हम लोग भी अपनी तरफ से पूरी कोशिश करेंगे कि आपकी यात्रा बहुत सुखद बनाए.
That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time next week. Have a great weekend. Good night.